Constantina. I'm 5 years old. In Greek, you pronounce my name as Constantina. That's how everybody says it. Because everybody's Greek. And they know I'm Greek too because I have a Greek name. I'm Greek, you're Greek, Kriatula from across the street is Greek. The Paviwanis family, they own the hair salon next to Adios Dimitrios is Greek. Kriya Sophia, she's a dentist, is Greek. Theo and Thea are Greek, and so are my cousins. They will speak Greek, and even though I don't speak Greek, Mommy and Daddy tell me I'm still Greek. They say that I have big Greek curly hair, and a Greek face, and Greek blood, but I don't like blood. I'm afraid of blood. Daddy says it's a good thing to have Greek blood. He says being Greek means that we created everything for the world to use. I don't know what we did for the world, but Daddy keeps saying if it weren't for the Greeks, the world would not be the same. Mommy, Daddy, Theo and Thea, my cousins, keep telling me that Greek people are strong. Greek people are smart and talented. Greek people are beautiful. Really? If I'm Greek, then I must be beautiful and smart and talented and strong. Just like Barbie and Sailor Moon. They're both beautiful and smart and talented and strong. Maybe they're Greek too. They have to be Greek, right? They have to be. There's only Greek people here. Everybody around me is Greek. They have to be Greek too. I'm so happy I'm Greek, with a Greek family, and we live with all other Greek people. Everybody's happy and beautiful and smart and talented and...
My name is Constantina. I'm 14 years old. In Greek, you pronounce my name Constantina, but only my family and a few adults at St. John's Theological call me that. I used to think there were only Greek people living in the world. I know. It sounds really stupid. As a kid, I had a habit of thinking stupid thoughts and doing equally stupid things. But actually, you can't really blame me for thinking there were only Greek people in the world. If you had spent your early childhood in Astoria, which was and still is a haven for Greek immigrants in the East Coast, you'd probably think that too. I'm so glad I know better now, though. I don't think I'd be able to survive in a world with just Greek people. When I was younger and my parents told me we were going to move, I thought moving meant changing houses and that's it. I still expected to be surrounded by Greek people. I knew they'd be different Greek people, but Greek people nonetheless. Instead, we moved to a town where we were the minority. I'd say we were one of 10 Greek families scattered throughout town. My parents thought about our move very thoroughly, though. Our new home was only 3 miles away from Bergen County's biggest center for Greeks and Greeks Americans. It was home. No. Home is a really generous word. It was... I want to say prison, but even I have to admit the place was too pretty to be a prison. It was a place I went Tuesdays and Thursdays for Greek school, Saturdays for Greek dance lessons, and Sundays for church and Sunday school. St. John's a theologian, or Aios Ionis o Theologos. I'm sorry. I find it kind of funny. You know how they all say that a church should feel like a second home? Well, St. John's tries to put up that image. They always post a warm welcome message in their Sunday and try to get you to join their various programs and offerings and all that. Who knows? Maybe if you go there, they'll actually welcome you into that family. Maybe. Probably. Most Likely. It's funny because they never really welcomed me into that community. That family. They welcomed my dad like it was nothing, though. He quickly found his place within the community. He went from regular churchgoer to choir member in a matter of 2 weeks. And then from choir member, he went up to cantor. Everybody loved him. I always told him that he had a lovely voice and that he was a great man. For as long as I can remember, I've never had a real friend from St. John's. The first day in the Greek school program, I remember feeling so foreign. Everybody seemed to gravitate towards a friend group in a matter of seconds, and no matter how hard I tried, though, no one would ever let me in. It wasn't like there was a pre-K in the program. Everybody was meeting each other for the first time, damn it. I just don't freaking get it. It was the same thing, too, for Greek dance class and Sunday school. It was all the same people, all the same friends, all the same laughter and jokes and smiles. Nine years. I've been enduring this loneliness for 9 years. It's a small enough number where you can cram it into 2 hands, but long enough to occupy more than half of my life, and it's still going on. As long as my dad is still on good terms with everybody, I'm pretty much stuck. Dad needs at least one family member to come to church with him. It looks good, he says. I hate that. I hate how I have to go there just to look good. I hate how I have to wait for him after Sunday school when all I really want to do is go home. I hate how he talks to his friends for what seems like hours while I sit there next to him in silence. My dad likes to do this cute thing when he talks. He wraps his hand around my chin like he's petting a dog. I hate that. It's degrading. He doesn't seem to notice that I don't like it when he does that. He also doesn't seem to notice that I don't have any friends within the community. He talks to the other kids as if they're all close to me, and they just uneasily smile back at him because they know better. I hate that place. I hate St. John's. I'm so glad that Greek school stops at the 8th grade and that my parents have stopped signing me up for Greek dance lessons. I still hate going to church, though. I have nothing against God. Nothing against Jesus, the Nicene Creed, or the saints. It's just the institution. This institution.
My name is Constantina. I'm 14 years old. In English, the way you pronounce my name is Constantina, but many people just call me Con. It's shorter and a lot easier to say. I'm one of 3 Greek people in my grade at regular school. I say regular school because it's a school you have to go to. I mean, you don't have to go to this particular school, but you have to go somewhere that covers sex basics. I would be able to get by had I just gone to Greek school and Sunday school. I am the only Greek person in my group of friends. Everyone else is Asian. In our little circle, we have Korean friends, Chinese friends, and 1 Japanese girl. And then there's me. It's nice having friends from different cultures, because you learn a lot about other people. I mean, the one thing we all love is anime and manga. We exchange suggestions on what to watch and what to read.
And we dream about writing and drawing our own series. I love anime and manga. They're better drawn than American cartoons, and the plots are way more enjoyable. Sometimes they can be silly and weird, but other times, they're true masterpieces. Many people actually think I want to be Asian because I have Asian friends and I like Asian things. That's a silly thought. It's impossible to change where you're from. I know I come from a Greek family and that won't change. But there are things in their culture that we don't have. And the things my friends share with me, it's so cool. It's hard not to want to explore, learn, and experience more of it. I mean, I'll admit it. There are times that I wish we could have something similar within the Greek culture. Also, the girls, they're really pretty. Really pretty. And talented, and smart, and just get my friends. They all have really nice black hair, and they are petite and can pull off really cute clothing. They can fit into Abercrombie and Hollister. Well, I'm too big to even fit in their extra larges. If they even have extra larges when I go. I know my friends love me for who I am, but sometimes I wish I could be just like them. I'll never be like them, though. I mean, I could curl my hair pin straight. Lose the fat that hugs the very bones of my body. Scrub my skin harder and faster. Take up drawing lessons, learn their languages. But there's no point. Pearl would basically leave me bald. There is only so much fat my body is willing to lose. No. I've tried. For every pimple that leaves my face, 5 more pop up. There's a limit to what my hands can do. And I don't have time to learn another language. In the end, that mile block will always be there. Just like how that 50-mile block will always be in between everyone in St. John's and me. I know they call me ugly. At regular school and at St. John's, I mean, you tell me otherwise. But that's only because you're my friends. You have to say those things even if they're lies. I may be ugly now. And I hope one day that will change. I mean, they say people change in high school, right? Maybe one day I'll be beautiful and smart and talented and strong. I mean, maybe one day somebody will actually notice me. Maybe I'll be the most beautiful, smartest, talented, and strongest person in my high school.
My name is Constantina, and I'm 18 years old. In English, the way you pronounce my name is Constantina, but many people just call me Connie, because it's more normal than Con. A lot has happened in these past 4 years, and a lot has changed. I lost contact with most of my middle school friends, give or take 2 or 3 people. And I ended up in a high school with kids from all over the country. And you know, when I first came to this school, I wanted to change everything about me. I didn't want to be that white girl who wished she were Asian. I wanted to be everything I never was. Pretty, beautiful, smart, talented, just a jaw-dropping person in general. I wanted everyone to notice and to like me. I wanted to fall in love with someone and have them love me back. I wanted this, and I wanted that, and I wanted wanted this and I wanted that, and I got nothing. You know, even in such a diverse school, I still found myself hanging out with Asian girls. It wasn't intentional. It just sort of happened that way. Not that there's anything wrong with that, don't get me wrong. I love my friends. I really do. But because of that, people seriously believed that I wanted to be Asian. All the girls in my grade were gorgeous. And I was an ugly dandelion in a field of roses. And I thought I was done with that. But nope. Everyone in my grade was smart. Math geniuses, virtuosos, scholarly athletes, wizards. All adorned with so many accolades that even if they tried to wear the badges of their recognition, they would sink to the earth's core. And I didn't have a single noteworthy accolade to my name. You know, everyone boasted how my grade was the closest grade in our school's history. I wanted to believe that. I really did. But I never really felt like I was part of the grade. You know, sometimes I would go up and try to talk to people, and they would just ignore me completely. It wasn't as if they couldn't see me. Oh, no. No. They would deliberately look at me with these eyes. And if you could blend annoyance with disgust, with just a sprinkle of instilled fear, then maybe, only maybe, would you get what their eyes gave me. And you know, nobody wanted to hang out or talk with me unless I was with my friends. Even then, my friends were given all the attention. I mean, what's not to love about my friends? They're beautiful, smart, talented. You know, they're the people that get over 70 likes on their Facebook photos. People were always telling them how pretty they are. Now that I think about it, I don't think anyone, apart from my family and friends, has ever really called me pretty. My friends get those kinds of compliments every single day. No one in my entire 18 years has ever called me pretty. And why? Why would you call somebody who's exponentially growing fatter by the day pretty? Why would you call somebody with a crooked, convex nose pretty? Why would you call somebody with a face plagued with acne pretty? Why would you call me pretty? So I stopped going to St. John's. It was right at the beginning of my junior year. My parents knew I was going to be overwhelmed with work, so they let me stay home on Sundays. My dad was okay with this, but he insisted I come as often as I could. But by that time, I was already done with everything. Greek school, Sunday school, Greek dance. I tried my best to avoid going there at all costs, and this made my dad very angry. He thought I turned my back on the church and God. But I tried telling him it wasn't God I was mad with, it was the people at St. John's. I tried telling him that I never made a single friend there. I tried telling him that nobody had liked me. And he was just baffled when I told him this. He refused to believe me. And he literally said to me, I can't believe that all this time you haven't made a single friend.
My name is Constantina. I am 19 years old. In Greek, you pronounce my name Constantina. In English, you pronounce my name Constantina. But most people just call me Connie because that's how I introduce myself. I'm a sophomore in college. Can you believe it? Because college just seems so far away. I could barely have pictured my life past the AP and SAT tests. But I'm here now. Alive. I think. I know that I'm at least breathing. I can't exactly say where my life is right now because so much has happened. I've met so many interesting people these past 3 semesters. I've tried to get involved in theater productions on campus, but I never got any callbacks. I was really discouraged. But then, I decided to take up martial arts. And I know that is a weird jump, but they were the only club at the involvement fair to literally point me out and ask me to put my email down. If only you could have seen me the first day I showed up to practice. I've gotten closer and closer with most of the members. They've become really good friends of mine. In fact, I can call them part of my family. That is how close we are. Some of the members belong to the Filipino club here on campus and have invited me out to some of their events. And at first, it was really awkward because I was the only white person there. As I started going more and more, it got less awkward. Everyone in that club is gorgeous. And the girls are really pretty. They have sleek, healthy-looking, gorgeous hair in many shades of black and brown. They're fit and healthy and extremely fashionable. They have flawless skin. I feel like even if you weren't able to distinguish me from the others because of my ethnicity, you'd be able to sort me out from the beak of my nose and the frizziness of my hair and the fat that hugs me throughout my entire body. Sometimes I feel guilty for not going to Greek club. In the back of my mind, I know that I am not Filipino. I will never be Filipino. I am Greek. At least I think I'm Greek. I think, therefore I am. That means nothing. If all other Greeks ignore me, it has to be because I am not Greek. I don't look Greek. I don't act Greek. I'm nothing like them. How could I be Greek if I am nothing like them? I speak the language. Anyone can speak the language. I am a fake. I am a fake Greek. And I am a fake Filipino. And I am a fake Asian. I am fake. I am fake. All fake things are ugly. I am ugly. am ugly. I have always and always will be ugly in everyone else's eyes. The day is yet to come for someone to tell me that I am beautiful. Do you want to know why that day hasn't come? It's because I am ugly. I am ugly on the outside, and I am ugly on the inside, and my very core is ugly. And you don't tell an ugly person that they are beautiful. That is cruel, beyond belief. Why instill hope in such an ugly being? I can't honestly remember a time in which I loved myself.